You included leaners as well. How much does a leaner help a candidate, and can a candidate rely on a leaner to show up to the poll to vote for them?
Well, as voters gain more information between now and election day, they start to form opinions. And so, tracking which way undecideds are leaning helps us understand which way swing voters or voters that are on the fence they are going and are likely to break in the election. Whether or not they'll turn out and vote, that's a separate question, but I think it's too early to really assess likely voters. We have to get closer to the election to be able to look at that.
And are you surprised, as an expert pollster here, that the State of the Union basically didn't move the needle at all in terms of approval rating or in this horse race?
Well, it's surprising because it is one of the largest platforms in modern American politics. As you can see from the numbers within our poll, a lot of voters tune into the State of the Union and they follow the proposals that are fleshed out there very closely. In our case, a full 60% of voters either watched all of the State of the Union, watched some of it, or watch highlights stemming from the State of the Union. But again, as I mentioned, the reception was largely split amongst those who watched it. 48% were favorable to President Biden's speech, 52% were unfavorable. We asked the question in terms of who had or who presented a better plan for the country. And again, amongst all voters, about a third said that neither President Biden nor the Republican rebuttal had a good plan for the country. About a third said it was the president's State of the Union address that fleshed out a better plan. And then about a quarter said it was a Republican rebuttal or they were on the fence. They say equally, everyone had a good plan for the country. So it wasn't differentiated enough, and that's in part why the speech didn't really move the dial. The other thing that we saw in the data very clearly is we asked, did the president largely address the issues you and your family are presently concerned about or not? And the response again was largely split. 52% said yes among those who watched, 48% said the president did not. We also asked, did the president offer any new solutions to the issues that you and your family are facing today, or did he fail to do so? 46% believed that the president offered new solutions. 54% said that he failed to do so. And then we asked the question on whether or not the speech was political in nature and not very much solutions focused. And this has been one of the criticisms that has been going around, or whether the speech appropriately focused on key issues and possible solutions around those key issues. And again, amongst those who watched, it brought pretty much 50-50. So a very mixed reception or mixed bag reception when it comes to the president's speech, and it might have to do with the fact that it was as much political, if not mostly political, than it was actually pushing forward new proposals and new ideas that matter to voters and to the tabletop issues that they are facing.